music and dance performers as well. So there's a little bit for everybody, every different kind of artist.
They're in families too, and we're going to have a little demonstration of what you will see at Kids Fest.
All right, we go over to Ellie Byrne right now, who of all things is going to show us how to make paper.
Yes, I'm going to be showing you the process of making paper, and we talked about that whole idea of recycling. So what I've done over the years, or well, actually this whole year, is I've recycled all my old junk mail. I've put it through a shredder, and then what I do through the paper making process is I usually take that shredded paper and I soak it overnight. So I'm going to walk back here. And in this little tub here, I have some paper that's been soaking. And what you normally do is you have just a blender that you would need, and you take that soaked paper and you would put it inside the blender. And then you just give it go for about 5 to 10 seconds. And what that does is it just mulches it up so that you could take that recycled paper and put it into a vat of water with some tempera paint. And what I've done is I've taken the pulp, which is made into a very fine mixture, and then I pour it into the vat. And then what I'm doing is I'm going to slowly stir this up, and it creates a slurry, is what they call. And all you need to create paper and make paper is 2 inexpensive items, frames, picture frames. And what you do is you stretch some screen over one frame, and then one stays empty. And then what you end up doing is, after you mix up your slurry here, is you just dip it into the vat and lift straight up. And what happens is the pulp gets suspended on top of the screen, and then you just wait till the water run through. And then once that's done, you can take off your top part of the frame, which is your mold, and then you have your paper. Then you just continue to let it drain. And what the kids at the Kid Festival will have the opportunity to do is, I'm just going to walk over to this side of the table here, is they will have the opportunity to decorate their paper with dried flowers. They will be able to use some cookie cutters that they'll be able to put right onto the paper, and then they'll have some pulp here that they'll shake up, pour on, and decorate it and have just a wonderful time. So what they're end up doing is they're going to be taking recycled mail, and they're going to be making fun snail mail postcards.
Ellie, how long does it take the paper to dry?
Usually takes about a day and a half. But
And how do you dry it?
Well, what we're going to be doing at the festival is we're going to be hanging them, and hopefully with the beautiful sunshine that we'll be having here this weekend, there'll be no doubt that it'll dry very fast.
Okay.
So hopefully they'll just be able to, retrieve their paper later in the day. But it's going to be a fun process. I think it's a great experience for young kids to just put their hands into everything and have a good time, be creative.
We talk to our kids so much about recycling and recycling paper, and this gives them a chance to really see how recycling really works. They hear it in concept, but I think to show it to them is invaluable. So.
It's a great learning experience all around, I believe, especially when you get to learn the process, know that it's an ancient practice and craft that was done so many years ago, and
And Ellie, if you want larger paper, you just get a picture frame that's 8.5 by 11.
Or even larger, yes, of course.
That's great. What a great demonstration.
That's an excellent project.
So one nice thing about the Elmwood Festival, instead of just coming to look at art or listen to music, you can actually make art, and instead of just watching dance, you can dance yourself. They have a dance tent.
John, you should go and
dance left.
Dance as if no one is watching. And believe me, when I dance, no one watches because it's an ugly sight.
You can take a class, though. You can take a dance class at the festival.
At the festival, that's great.
You were looking around for one of your favorite groups that were going to be there. I think earlier you were talking about somebody that was going to be there that you were interested in. Who are your favorites?
Oh, well, one of my favorites is Left on Red, and also the Skiffle Minstrels.
Skiffle, yes, because I have a friend in Skiffle.
Oh.
Yeah, really good. Phil Mercer. Yeah, that's super. That's going to be great. Now, will music be going on all the festival, or do you have certain times relegated for it?
Through the whole festival.
Through the whole festival. That's great. We got to get down there, Steph.
I know.
We really do. It's going to be a busy 2 days on Elmwood Avenue between West Ferry and Lafayette for the 12th annual Elmwood Avenue Festival of the Arts. Please go and take it in. It's a wonderful thing.
Closed captioning brought to you by Buffalo.